You ever feel stuck? Yeah, me too. I think we all do. In this explainer, we're going to dig into why we feel so trapped, and more importantly, how to take back control by mastering the one thing you actually have total power over, your own mind.
Doesn't it just feel like you're playing a game you can't possibly win? Like the whole thing is rigged? Well, here's the thing. You're not wrong. It is rigged. But the secret isn't to just try harder at the same old game. No, the way out is to start playing a completely different game.
Okay, so let's actually take a look at this trap. This isn't about you failing, okay? It's literally built into the system around us. And what's really wild is that this trap, it looks different depending on who you are. All right, check this out. It's all about trade-offs, right? If you're poor, you've got this amazing resilience, the sense of community, but absolutely no safety net. The upper middle class, they have access and skills for sure, but they're just caught in these endless stress cycles. And the rich, they've got all the freedom in the world, but it often comes with this profound isolation and trust issues. See? Everybody's got a unique, hidden pain that keeps them in that trap. And that anxiety, it shows up in different ways. For the upper middle class, it's what you could call fragile stability. You know, they look like they have it all, but they're one layoff away from everything collapsing. For the poor, it's even more direct. No margin for error. One car repair, one medical bill, and it's a catastrophe. The bottom line is, the external game is literally designed to keep you on edge, to keep you running scared. So if the game out there is a trap, what do? How do you get out? Well, you stop playing. You shift the battlefield. You bring it from out there to in here. And the very first step is just figuring out your starting point. Let's call it your daily mindfulness score. Now, before we go any further, what even is mindfulness? Let's be clear. This isn't about sitting on a cushion for hours chanting Om. Not at all. It's a really practical skill. Just think of it like your personal awareness meter. How much of your day are you actually present for versus just, sleepwalking through it on autopilot? Okay, let's try a little thought experiment. Think about the last time you got really stressed out. Did you just snap, react without thinking, or did you manage to catch yourself, to take even a half-second pause? See, a high mindfulness score means you can see the stress rising without becoming the stress. You create a little space to choose how you respond. So be honest with yourself. Where do you think you land on that one? And the cool thing is, you can practice this literally anywhere. I mean, think about our daily routines. Most of us are complete zombies, right? Just on autopilot. But just really tasting your coffee in the morning or feeling the warm water on your hands when you're washing dishes, that's it. That's high mindfulness. It's all about bringing a little bit of intention into these tiny everyday moments. Heck, even crashing on the couch to watch Netflix is a training ground. We've all done it, right? You just mindlessly binge 3-4 episodes, eating snacks you don't even taste, and you end up feeling kind of gross and drained. But what if you chose a show consciously, watched one episode completely absorbed in it, and then made an active choice to turn it off? That's a total game changer. It turns passive zoning out into an active, intentional choice. So, taking all that into account, what do you think your average score is? Are you living on autopilot most of the time, or are you generally present and accounted for? There's no judgment here, just knowing your score, just having that awareness. That's the real first step to being able to change it. Okay, so you've got your score, now what? Well, now you need a strategy, a game plan. And here are 3 simple but incredibly powerful rules for navigating that inner world of yours. Rule number 1 is super simple. Attention energizes, intention transforms. Basically, whatever you put your focus on gets stronger. But just paying attention isn't enough. Think of attention like the gas in your car. It's the fuel. But intention, that's the steering wheel. That's what actually directs where you're going to go. All right, rule number 2 might feel a little counterintuitive. We are all taught to fear uncertainty, right? The unknown is scary. But what if it isn't? What if all that empty, unknown space is actually where all the good stuff, creativity, new ideas, real freedom, what if that's where it all comes from? Learning to embrace that uncertainty, that's the key. And rule number 3, honestly, this might be the most important one of all. Stress is your response, not the event. Think about it. Getting stuck in traffic isn't inherently stressful. A looming deadline isn't inherently stressful. These are just neutral events that happen. The stress, that's your internal response to the event. And your real power, your freedom, lies in that tiny little gap between the thing happening and you reacting. You can always choose a different response.
Okay, so we've got our score, we've got our rules of the game. Now it's time to hit the gym. The mental gym, that is. This isn't about positive thinking or wishful fantasies. This is a practical, no-nonsense workout for building a mind that is an absolute fortress.
The workout is broken down into 3 core exercises. First, we build authority. You take command. Second, we train your attention. That's your focus muscle. And third, we strengthen what we'll call the witness. That's the part of you that can just watch your thoughts and feelings go by without getting totally sucked into the drama. So exercise 1, build authority. Here's what you do. Every single day, just state this to yourself with quiet certainty. I am the final authority over my inner world. Don't yell it, don't force it, just state it as a fact. See, a weak mind hopes and asks. A strong mind simply states. You are declaring sovereignty over your own mind. Next up, training your attention. This is super straightforward. Just sit for 5 minutes and focus on your breath. Now, here's the crucial part. Your mind is going to wander, 1,000,000% guaranteed. That's not a failure. The workout, the rep that actually builds the muscle, is the moment you notice it's wandered and you gently bring it back. That's it. That's the whole exercise. And the third exercise is all about strengthening that inner witness. So when a crazy thought or a negative feeling pops into your head, instead of wrestling with it or believing it immediately, just internally label it with one word. Observed. Just like that. Observed. That simple act creates a little bit of distance. It reminds you that you are the one watching the thought. You are not the thought itself. Now, this is so important. All of this inner work, it has to be built on a stable physical foundation. You can't have a calm mind in a chaotic body. So the simple stuff, walking every day, eating at regular times, avoiding caffeine at night, having a consistent sleep schedule, this isn't optional. It's non-negotiable. There's a great line. Spiritual strength without physical discipline is just imagination. You gotta stabilize the body to stabilize the mind. All right, let's bring this all home. We started by talking about that external game, the trap that makes us all feel stuck. And what we've seen is that the only real way out is to go internal. It's a simple process. Figure out your awareness score, adopt these new rules for your mind, and then do the daily workout. Look, if you take away only one single thing from all of this, let it be this. Your fears, your anxieties, your negative thought patterns, they're like parasites. They literally need your attention and your belief to survive. So you don't fight them, you don't argue with them, that just feeds them. You withdraw your attention, you starve them. You simply outgrow them. Because at the end of the day, that is the fundamental truth. The outside world will always have its games, its traps, its chaos, but inside, in here, you are the one who sets the rules. You are the final authority.